Fit after 40. Let's talk about the core muscles, the abdominals, the area that a lot of people have trouble with. From 35 on is usually when it becomes more like, what's going on down there? Okay, so a couple of things about your abs. If you know me, then you know that I have a flat belly system to help people re-engage their core, heal a diastasis recti, bring the tummy muscles back in, help you get flatter and stronger across your tummy. If you haven't done the flat belly system yet, and you've ever been pregnant or you're having trouble with your core, I encourage you to go check that out at carriefit.com. But an important issue with your tummy is that this muscle here is a long muscle, and it's the only muscle in the body that can flex in two different ways. It can either flex out or it can flex in. So a lot of times I see people doing a bunch of core work and a bunch of abdominal exercises, and they're pushing their muscles out, and so guess which way they grow? They grow out, and then they're like, why do I have such a big waist? Well, that's why. So today let's really focus on flexing the core muscles in the way that we want them to grow so that they are nice and flat and strong, okay? Yes, we're gonna get down on our back. Let's get there safely, especially if you do have a diastasis or a core injury. Use your arms to help you get to your side and then roll onto your back. Flatten out your shoulders and then tuck your tailbone under you to protect your lower back. See what happens to me when I do that? My ribs go boink. Okay, so I'm gonna button the bottom rib down and keep that area nice, strong, and secure. When you breathe, you should breathe into your lungs until you feel it all the way into your back. And then exhale to keep everything nice and strong. Do you breathe and poke your belly out? No, not when you're doing core exercises, not when you're strengthening your belly. Your navel needs to stay in all the time. You're breathing into your actual lungs, which are under your ribs all the way around. Exhale. I have a ton of videos on this. If you're confused, go to my core engagement videos, okay? All right, now from here, our knees are up and our feet are down, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna lift and we're gonna push against your leg, and we're gonna stay on this side 12 times. Tummy in, and if your tummy cannot stay in, then you need to just do a reduced range of motion like right here, okay? But when you push against that thigh, it kicks the core on, makes it work harder. So use your arm strength and your leg strength, and exhale every time. And then let's switch to the other side. The harder you push, the more it has to work. And if you're pushing and you feel the navel push up, guess what? Don't push as hard. You're not ready yet. You have to strengthen that area properly or you will be disappointed. 10, 11, and 12. Okay, lifting one leg now, keeping those tummy muscles in where they are. Keeping the back on the floor with a nice straight leg and shoulders down. You're going to drop that one toe, but the lower back still stays on the floor. That's your range of motion. If you feel your lower back coming up or your navel coming up, then you've gone too far and you need to just stay up here, okay? So we'll go down and lift. 1. See what I do? I put my hand here to make sure that I'm able to stay engaged and tummy in the whole time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then we're just going to switch. Find your strength on the other side. It might feel different on this side, so just be aware. Breathe, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now turn onto your side for me. Come to your elbow. So your elbow is going to be under your shoulder and your fist is going to be out in front for support. Take your knee and put it in line with your elbow. Okay, and this is our adjusted side plank, pulling the tummy muscles up and away from the mat and up and away from our clothes. So we don't want to drop down like this. We're lifted like this. Pull the clavicle open, ribs closed, tummy muscles in nice and tight. If you're like, this is work, then just stay here. If you're ready and if you can lift this top leg and stay supported on the bottom leg, then that's where we're gonna do work. We're gonna lift, exhale, 1, 2, 3, and I'm just bringing elbow towards knee, knee towards elbow. I'm not crunching. Do not crunch here. Just let your core stay stable. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, then we're going to switch over to the other side. I'm going to swap around here so you can see what I'm doing. Elbow under the shoulder, fist down, knee in line with the elbow, tummy muscles away from the mat and away from your clothes, reaching up with the arm. 1, 2, 3. Just reach and pull. Core stay stable. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so let's switch back to the other side now. And we're going to do something very similar, but we're going to use the oblique muscles a little more. If you have trouble with your obliques, or if you feel like you lose engagement with your obliques, then just stay, again, in this side movement, or just lifting and lowering the outer thigh, engaging as much as you can from the transverse abdominis. But here I'm going to lift towards the leg, nice and slow. The rest of me needs to stay stable. Keep the tummy muscle very flat in the lowest part. That's your support system right there. Tummy in, concentrate. 11 and 12. Okay, now to the other side. Same thing. Find that spot for your knee. Pull the core muscles up and in. Reach up overhead. And reach. Stay as stable as you can in your torso. 10, 11, and 12. And then come back to the center. From here, we're going to take it down to the forearms. Okay, so when I take it down to the forearms, my eye is going to be looking at my thumbs. My forearms are going to be parallel to each other, and my shoulders are away from my ears. Then I'm going to move my knees back a little bit. Now, if this is work for you, then stay here. Scoop the tummy muscles up and under more than you think you need to keep them engaged and away from your clothes. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to lift one leg at a time, and that's 1, and that's 2. The rest of me needs to stay super stable. So I'm not jerking myself around, I'm not twisting around. It's all those deep core muscles engaging to help stabilize from the hips up. Is your tummy muscle pulled away from your clothes? If not, readjust. Pull your knees in closer. 12 on each side. And then have a seat on your heels. That is your basic core movement. Fit after 40. What do we want? We want the core muscles to pull in, be flat and strong and healthy, not push outward or cause injury. Thanks for listening. And again, check out the flat belly system if you have any other core related issues.